All right, I just wanted to pass something along to you guys. I was having an issue with my 2007 BMW 530xi, where whenever I would stop the vehicle and then accelerate again, so this could be at a light, in traffic, or even just like backing out of my driveway, switch gears and then accelerate forward, I would get this audible chime, you know, the classic BMW chime in the cab, and then an error message would pop up on the heads-up display that my trunk lid was open. It was driving me crazy, so I scoured the interwebs, checked forums, YouTube videos. There was not much about it. I kind of had to dig deep about this, but there was some talk about it sort of being a known issue with these BMWs of wires being frayed in the trunk. So today, open up the trunk lid, remove that rear quarter panel that gives you access to the battery and all the electrical components back there, and had to remove all that electrical fabric, electrical tape. And sure enough, followed the wires all the way up into this sort of metal portal where the wires go in, that powers everything in the trunk lid. Frayed wires, broken wire, and cracked sheathing for the wiring. All right, so I've got the BMW here, again 2007 530xi, but I have read that this issue is sort of common in these BMW sedans. So I'm at the trunk here, and I have that rear internal quarter panel taken out, and that's you just remove a couple plastic clips and then a plastic clip or two for this flap as well. So I got the battery, all the fuses, and these wire bundles coming out of the fuse box. And then I traced back this wire bundle all the way back into that plastic clip. Now that plastic clip was where a lot of people are having issues. That clip can dig into those wires. See if I can get a little focus close up here. Can dig into those wires and cause some problems. That wasn't the case for me. Those wires look good. And so what I did is I followed this offshoot of wires that go into the trunk lid, and I had to take off all the electrical tape all the way up until I found the broken wire and all these cracked and frayed wires. And this happens right at this joint right here and up into the metal tube, this sort of portal that goes up into the trunk lid. And that is just an area where, with all the wear and tear of opening and closing this trunk, has caused all those wires to be compromised. So I'm gonna have to clip all these and resolder them. All right, so great news. I went ahead and soldered that broken wire that you saw earlier, and took it for a test drive. I reattached the negative terminal, took it for a test drive. No chime, no error, so that did fix the issue. All right, heading in. So this, with the shrink tubing, was the actual broken wire. But as you can see, the other wires are they're still attached, but they're compromised. So if those touch each other, that could cause a short, throw an error. And I do see, like in that blue wire in the very top, that's actually half connected. The other half are broken off. So I'm gonna go ahead and clip that, strip it, and resolder that point. I went ahead and soldered up the rest of the wires. Sorry, I just didn't have someone around to hold the camera for me, so I just went ahead and did it. But it just was a matter of clipping those other two wires, stripping about a 1/2 inch on each side of the sheathing away, fanning out those little copper wires, mating them together, twisting them, putting a little bit of flux, and then go ahead and using the soldering tool and the solder to join them together. Then I used a rubber shrink tube over them, and then I just taped up the bundle together. And the reason why, I'm gonna squeeze into my trunk here, I wanted them to move together. So when I shut the trunk, I wanted them to move together and not bend individually. So that's pretty good motion there. I'm not seeing any major bending. Job's finished. Error message is no longer bugging me when I start and stop the vehicle, and we got this done. Hopefully this helps.